Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Lady Day and this is The Healing Butterfly. I appreciate you all sending you so much love, light, and healing vibes from me to you and your loved ones. This particular message is the Divine Masculine's point of view, so it will be their message to their Divine Feminine. Channeling your energy, what I got is, I think it's Bill Withers, and I think I got this before, is Ain't No Sunshine. That's the song that came through. And it's only darkness when she's away. She's always gone too long. Hold on, how's the song? I'm sorry, Spirit's trying to give it to me. One moment. And she's always gone too long anytime she goes away. So it's a situation of this is not the first time that maybe you and this person have had this disconnect or ghosting session. And from the Divine Masculine's point of view, it's like whenever they pull their energy back or whenever they're really done, it feels it's so long before they come back. It's so long before I feel them again. It's so long before I get that option to be around them. And the title for this particular reading I got, In a Land I Created. So that with the Bill Withers song, it's like, okay, well, I kind of created this darkness. I created this tension. I created, so I don't know if you're at the point, I truly do believe that the Divine Masculines, even if they're not saying it, they're at that point of ready to admit what they did and their responsibilities, their actions or non-actions, reactions or non-reactions, whatever happened or whatever they held back, right? Because some people aren't speaking, they're not talking, so whatever they're holding back is causing this darkness, okay, within them. Even if they're not communicating, I think they're starting to come to reflect on, well, why am I here again? Even if they've tried to manipulate the situation to work in their favor, I'm getting as well. It's like, wow, this time it really didn't go my way. So maybe they're used to treating women this way, even if it hasn't, this is their first time running into their divine counterpart, okay? So we're going to get some messages from the Divine Masculine's point of view. So 3 cards, Spirit. What is the Divine Masculine want to say? Wow, yeah. One more card. From the Divine Masculine's point of view, what is the highest message? Wow. Oh my gosh. There aren't many cards in this deck that I can say, yeah, you got to look at what you're doing and turn around the other way. But it seems like you got like most of the cards that I always think that. So at the bottom of the deck is the never-ending story. Like I said, when I was first channeling in the beginning of this message, is that someone has done something that they maybe normally do all the time. Either you've done it to this person more than once, or this is just how you manage love. Except this time, it's like it ended up in a... it's a never-ending story in regards to maybe when you play this game and you get this result with those that you don't really care whether they stay or go, it's nothing. But when it involves your emotions and your heart, when it's someone you really, really want, it's like, damn, I sabotaged it again. Damn, I did that again. I lost out on that opportunity again, whatever that may be. Below that, yeah. It's like it's like I would have never imagined I would have been back in this feeling. I would have never imagined, you know what I mean? It's like it's a never-ending story that I'm back here again, just when I thought things were going in my favor. So I don't know if you thought you found your way or when you walked away from this. I just feel like there's a walking away energy. But yeah, but if you, exactly, like I said, by the book, if you do things from a higher perspective, if you look at the situation and you're like, you know what, I didn't do X, Y, and Z, and I wasn't there like I was supposed to, and I didn't communicate the right way, and I wasn't da-da-da-da-da. You have a deep knowing that you didn't do things by the book with your feminine, the yin energy. And below that is the time for a nap and milk and honey, okay? So the cards that came out is not for you. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh. I don't, but all that glitters and time to go. So like I said, you already know that something's not for you. You already know that where you're at, the grass is not greener. You already know that something or like God, obviously spirit, gods, whatever you want to call it, they're calling you to move on, to better, to something. And not only that, I feel like you have to be very tactical with this person, because the chessboard is like a very, it's giving me very, like, you have very calculated moves with where you're at right now. Love should be free flowing, you know? That's what I just heard. Love should be free flowing. I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's a chess game and that's what the thrill is. Like, who's going to do who wrong first? Who's going to leave who first? Like, I don't know if that's what's keeping you in that. But you know that people, and that, okay, and there's two, thank you, Spirit. Never really thought about that before. There's two masks on this All That Glitters card. So two people are wearing false masks. And it's time for you to take yours off, clearly, because they're telling you that it's time to go. And thank you, Spirit. This is a feminine and masculine energy, by the way. So the phallic member is right there. Right there. Thank you, Spirit. They show them where it's at. It's right there. So you're right now in a situation with, take it how it resonates, okay? Flip the roles around as you need be. There are two people that are in a situation where they're acting like they're the shit. Like, this is the best relationship ever, and we doing this, and, no. All That Glitters is not gold. So I don't know if it's a lot of good sex. I don't know if it's a lot of good, night, like you and this person have a good night, like whatever it is with this situation going on, the divine masculine, I just have to say that they know that it's false. It's false. It's like all for show. It's all for show. I gotta give it how I'm feeling. And maybe your divine masculine wants you to know that it's all for show. Maybe there's something that they're getting out of this. Money, someone just said equity. I don't know, money, equity, deeds, business plans, startup money, whatever that, maybe that's why this person is in this, to get money or something that they think is in this. I gotta be honest, I don't know that there's, we're going to move on. Not for you, Spirit. One card to clarify from the divine masculine's point of view. Yep. 5 of Swords. The divine masculine already knows that they're in a situation that they should not be. Whether that be, and I also feel like you divine masculines feel either very disconnected, like this is, they feel disconnected from themselves. Like they let themselves down. They left themselves behind in the past with the love. Like, I don't know that they even know who they are. It's almost like, hey, I'm back here. Like, where are you? Like, almost as if like you made decisions outside of yourself. Like, I have no idea why I did that. Like, I looked up and I was so far gone and I just don't even understand. That's what I'm feeling. Not for you, Spirit. Right, the Hierophant. Wanting a marriage, maybe wanting to, thank you, Spirit. You may want a marriage, sorry. That's what came out first, but that's not what I wanted to say. Wanting to connect to your higher self, you get what I'm saying? And maybe when you were connected to someone, you felt more like the Hierophant. You felt like you were connected to God, to source, to your life purpose. You were starting to maybe see things from a higher perspective, really gain some real life wisdom. So again, I just feel like you're trying to figure out, how did you go so far? One more card here for Not For You. Thank you, Spirit. King of Swords. Truth and clarity and honesty, seeing things from a factual point. That will bring, thank you, Spirit, that will bring the divine masculine back. So it's really up to you, divine masculine. There's also a familiar that is with you. So you may have a pet, because someone just said that's his pet. That's not just a random bird. That's like his pet. So yeah, he's sitting on his sword, the sword of truth. So, but then there's a bat in the background, right? Just because it flies and it has wings doesn't mean that it's an old wise owl or a mystical eagle. I don't know why that's coming. I don't know if somebody's a bird enthusiast, but there's something about, feathers and birds and the wise old owl, right? So it's like you got too much going on, okay? Divine masculine, you have really good wise people around you. You have the bat. Nighttime, nightlife creatures, you get what I'm saying? But then you have really wise people around you. You need to get to a place of just shutting it down. So whether the divine masculine is one of two things. First, Spirit is saying to you, you need to calm down your mental space. You are all over the place I don't know if you're trying to figure out who's real and who's false and who's what and who's this. You have so much going on that you can't hear direction. Spirit just wants you to calm down. But then for the cross watcher, okay, your divine masculine has so much going on in their head because there's so many people around them, like maybe telling them what to do or how they should be reacting, or you're at this age, you should have. It's a lot. It's not just the love thing. Obviously, they're connected to someone or something that has them thinking that that's the end all be all that glitters. But they know that certain things are not for them, and they're trying their best to, I guess, figure it out. Two of Swords, right? So they really have to just shut it down. Take the blindfold off and see things from the King of Swords perspective, okay? Let's move on. Whew. Yeah, my cards are all over the place. It's like, I just gather yourself. Go sit somewhere quietly with a pen and paper if you can't get your thoughts together. You'll be surprised just sitting down with a pen and paper and just letting your thoughts fly and then reading it back. You're like, I'm really thinking that shit? Like, yeah. All that glitters. One card to start, Spirit. All that glitters. Clarify this from the divine masculine's point of view. From the divine masculine's point of view. What is all that glitters, Spirit? Wow. Shit. Yep. Excuse my language. We have the wheel of fortune, right? You jump on this wheel and you hope that it turns in your favor, but it's the wheel of fortune. It gives you, 1122, I just seen it. It gives you out what you give it. And the devil energy, succumbing to temptation, addictions, entrapments, dangerous connections, dangerous actions, thrill seeking. One more card for all that glitters, Spirit. One more card. One more card for all that glitters. Thank you. Temperance. So what I have here is the Wheel of Fortune and then two ways. You could have went to, I feel like, thank you, Spirit. You could have went two ways. And I don't think you went towards the way that you were supposed to go. The way that you knew that you were being led to. I think you went back to the things that seem like fun and it's like very tempting, right? Some women might find, if all you seen was those glowing eyes, they were glowing. Oh my gosh, he was glowing. He had stars all around him. When really all along they just wanted to manipulate you. They wanted to be a puppet master. But you seen them as something that a temptation that they just had to. I have to try that temptation, and they ended up just like this. And how do we know? Because the Five of Swords is already out. Now it's a time for you to go towards what you were supposed to, which was temperance. Balancing the light and the dark, right? Going to your shadow side and connecting and healing. Thank you, 1313, which is 44. Healing those childhood wounds and bringing that into the light. Forgiving yourself for things that, thank you, Spirit, forgiving yourself for things that you had no choice over. As children, we just have to be born, right? And live the life that our parents has given us up until the point where we can make our own decisions. And I feel like you have done that. And now I don't know if it's a free-for-all type of situation, but Spirit is now asking you to get a grip on yourself. So you've been able to make so many decisions for yourself after having it maybe a long childhood of, tumultuous years of things just being like, I didn't even sign up for this, but you had to be a part of it, whatever that it is. Abandonment or, abuse, whatever it may have been. And my heart goes out to all of you who are still dealing with your childhood issues. But it's now time for you to do that. You were being called before and you went towards, the temptation, the things that made you feel good, right? It's now time to go towards those things that maybe don't make you feel good, but they're going to open doors for you and windows of opportunity, aka, let's bring it more layman's terms, you have to deal with your childhood wounds. You have to deal with your narcissism or your addictions, whatever that may be, sex, thrills, that could be anything. Just live. Some people like to live on the edge. They love skydiving and cliff cliff diving and things that could, really end their life. But for them, it's just such a thrill. But it's like you're living too much on the edge doing something. And you need to bring it to a close. And you know that it triggers from a childhood wound. So I don't know if maybe you grew up in a household that managed the same way you're managing to get today. The man coming in and out, falling for things that are glittery but have no substance. And that could be anything, not just a person, okay? You have to be patient with yourself, but you really do have to balance this dark and light side, okay, of yourself, because you have and Spirit wants you to know you have a light side. I have to show you this card. Thank you, Spirit. You see how his hand is almost pushing the light to the side? But like the dark is like sitting in front of him. It's like it's up to you to bring the light forward. It's up to you to live in your truths. You understand? I hope so. All right. Only take what resonates. This is not a Tetris game, okay? Don't try to make it fit. What is time to go? I feel like I've been here too long. 1551. Thank you, Spirit. Which is 66. Ugh. What is time to go, Spirit? Time. Thank you. Wow. The Emperor. And the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords talks about healing. Who needs to heal? The Emperor. Whose video are we on? The Divine Masculines. It's time to go. It's time to heal. It's time to put yourself back in your little cocoon and deal with these issues. You've been running. Yep. And the last one out is justice. Justice needs to be called for all of what has happened, for all that has taken place, whether that's things that have happened against you. Thank you, Spirit. This is also about looking at yourself in the mirror and calling justice on yourself. What did you do? Like I said, we were already talking about that. You're already looking at the situation, trying to figure out how the hell did I even get here? It's time for you to do that reflection work and to call justice on your own actions, aka give forgiveness. Even if you don't want to call the person, send it out energetically. Please forgive me. I did not mean to hurt, or I did not mean to blah, 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 or I want your forgiveness for, or whatever it may be, okay? At the bottom of the deck is the Hermit, which again talks about times of going in, introspection, taking time, 1788. Sorry, I normally don't look at the camera that often. My eyes are usually closed. But anyways, taking time within, okay? Becoming wiser, making what, calling yourself on the things that you knew that you should not have been doing, engaging in, or not engaging in that you knew that you should have been moving forward towards. Bringing that wisdom to the forefront. Yeah, and then in that situation, in that situation, there will be a death and rebirth. So when you have this Four of Swords healing moment, it may be the season coming up, because we're coming into the winter season, that you may be going into hermit mode, spending a lot of time to self to figure things out. During that time, you will have a death and rebirth if you're not having it right now, which is the working on your shadow side, facing those childhood wounds and, healing yourself. King of Wands, you're going to come out as a very passionate, strong individual. You're going to know a new level of perseverance, a new level of strength, a new level of hunger for success, hunger for wisdom, hunger for real passion, okay? There's something back here as well that I'm feeling a lot of energy of. Spirit will be watching you very closely. I just want you to know that very closely, because they want to make sure that judgment is fully called. So you have the justice and the judgment at the bottom of the deck anyways. The judgment came at the bottom of that because there is a judgment that needs to be had, okay? And it could be because of the fleeting emotions and energies, emotions and feelings, thank you, Spirit, fleeting emotions and feelings that you have given to other people. You kind of let people float off into this understanding that your love was X, Y, and Z when you were so grounded in like, that's not what it is, but you never called it. Also, another way of AKA, I'm gaslighting you. I'm love bombing you. And I know I got your head in the clouds. I know I got you floating on this love that I never really plan on giving to you. Because as you can see, there's no cup in his hand. The cup up there. The cup up there with the pig flying. So that's what, you'll get that cup when pig fly. You know what I mean? So there's judgment that needs to be When all you really were, the Ace of Wands, you were really just given passion. Okay, so let's get some further clarity. The number one message right now is not for you and time to go, okay? Thank you. All right. So we'll get 3 cards from the Romance Oracle. We'll get some confirmations, and then we'll leave you with some affirmation in regards to love. I really thought this was going to be more for a message from the Divine Masculine's point of view, but maybe you feel a little lost right now. Very possible. All right. 3 cards, Spirit. From the Divine Masculine's point of view, 3 cards. What is the highest message? Thank you. Oh, okay. We'll take that. The bottom of the deck is past life relationship. You have known each other before, but like I said, you know that you felt an energy that you've never felt with anyone else with one particular person. And this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Attraction. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Taking a moment to smell the roses. See how far that you've come in your life. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So there's a level of revealing yourself, and it could have to do with your family. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So again, coming back to your childhood wounds and healings that need to be addressed. Yeah, the attraction that you felt for someone, you may also like sniffing someone's neck. Playing with the hairs and the nape of their neck. Sniffing their neck. Nuzzling in their neck. I'm also getting, and I don't even know if this is a thing, but nuzzling under their boob area. Like putting your face up under their boob. If that's you. Yeah, we know about the face in between the thighs. We're going to move on from there. Okay. I was channeling, trying to see what the emotions that... Anyways. Ciao. Y'all be... give y'all an inch, you take them out. Don't be trying to... All right, let's just get maybe 2 cards on each of these for further clarity in regards to what's taking place. What is attraction, Spirit? 2 cards. Attraction. Thank you. 1 more card for attraction, Spirit. Thank you. Yeah. What? Oh, that came out. I thought that was 1 card. Okay. First one out was love call. Someone expressing their love, right? This is under the attraction card here. So someone expressing their love. But they're wearing a false mask right now. They're not telling their true flames. And they're not telling their true flames to who? Their twin flame. Like I said, this is a feeling you never felt before, right? It's twin flame. And we have the dragonfly. Be lighthearted. Adapt, change, and heal. So you have to heal before you can really come back into this situation. Before you can feel like you can open up, you have to heal. You can't release something that you haven't even wanted to tap into, okay? The bottom of the deck is the camera. Reminiscing, learning. You need to learn from the past. Learn from the past to make new memories. You get what I'm saying? So that you don't repeat those things again. All right. What is this? Could be the one, Spirit. 2 cards. This could be the one from the Divine Masculine's point of view. What? You see them as paradise, as happiness, joy, someone you can expand with, live a life of luxury with, I just heard. Palm tree, because the stability and the security that this person provides, maybe you want to also provide it back to them also, okay? And then the I like you, likes you, romance is blooming, and you want to date. You want to date this person again. You want this person to be back in your life because you know that this could be the one. The back of the deck. The bottom of the deck, the first card, as you can see it, that I had to grab was called Stabbed in the Back. And the other one is the Sword in the Rose. So if there happens to be, again, we keep talking about this truth and clarity. That's what this card talks about. Clarity, truth, and revelation. You needed, whatever you did to break someone's heart and make them feel like you stabbed them in the back, you need to, you're going to have to, at some point. You're going to have to face that music. That's something that's been very consistent in the ethers, is that you have either party or both parties have to reveal what they did to make the other person feel like they stabbed them in the back or done them wrong or whatever. Getting to know each other. 2 cards, Spirit. Thank you. One more card here. Getting to know each other. Thank you. Mirror. Mirroring each other. Self-reflection. Relationships reflect our inner wounds, right? That's what's going on. Then we have the Grim Reaper. No second chances. Grow and transform your life. At least, I got to be honest, someone just said, at least not in, yeah, you want to date. But in order to have that date, right behind the date is the clock. You need time to heal. You can't, someone just says the relationship and the dynamic that it's in now, that's over. You mirroring, what is that? You can't mirror what's not there. So your person you can't come back to this person like before. You can't. Period. They can't come back to you like someone, actually, I couldn't even say that because someone has already ascended beyond this dynamic of how to run a relationship. Grow and transform your life so that you can deal with these shadow moments. There's nothing to be mirrored back to you at this point because you haven't I don't feel like you've done all the work because healing family issues is still out here. I'm going to get one more for getting to know each other, Spirit. Clarify this further. Sunglasses. Watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting. Focusing out. What did I say needs to come to death in order to be reborn into it? Bottom of the deck is heartbroken. Right. You're sitting heartbroken because you're not changing. Okay. All right. Healing family issues, Spirit. 2 cards. Healing family issues. I really do love y'all. I do. I do. Anyone who is looking for a reading or a guidance from God. One more. Thank you. Yep, there it is. And I knew it was coming. The first one out is, again, this is on the healing family issues, right? Healing family issues. In order to do that, you have to make healthy choices. Making healthy choices in love and in life. Self-love, self-care, being happier, right? Then we got talking. Interested, conversing more, awaited messages, text, call, because you want to connect back to this person. We get it. Because maybe you do want to propose. Maybe you do see them as your wife. But there's some healing that needs to take place. At the bottom of the deck is the heart with the key. Welcoming love, meeting the one, opening your heart. Lightning with the soulmate, and then wedding rings with the Cupid's arrow. But what's behind that is the phoenix. The phoenix is right on top of the girl with the snake. So if you're rolling around with snake-like people who, you need a rebirth from that. You have to be reborn from that, okay? In order for this person to come into your life. If you still seeking after those same type of thrills, then you can. That's your choice. We all have free will, right? I just don't know. Okay, thank you, Spirit. They said pull. I'll pull it. And we'll see what comes out. We'll see who this person could be. Any other messages or chakras that you may want to meditate on. Even if you're not someone who meditates, turn on the chakra healing music on YouTube. You're already on YouTube. And just take a nap and let it play in the background. Let it heal you. Let it, release you from these, I gotta call them empty. Just empty. Like it was already here. All that glitter is just empty promises, empty thrills. What do you have, Spirit, from the Divine Masculine's point of view? Divine Masculine's point of view. Divine Masculine's point of view. Make sure nothing else. The bottom of the deck is August, so something may have already taken place in August. The throat chakra, so we were already talking about you do want to communicate to someone on some level. November, it's currently November, so you might want to get on it. We also have March, so I'm not sure what may have taken place back in March or if the March is coming up, but there's a warning on the board. December might be, that's the last month. Well, Then there's January, December and January. We have U as an umbrella, X as an X-ray, and Y as in yellow. M as in Mary, P as in Paul. We have water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have no, 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 no. And 39 to 55 years old. So you already know that it's time to go. So there's something that they're telling you no about. You also have November, December, and January. So I don't know what these next 3 months are going to be about, but that could be your hermit mode time frame. November, December, and January may be the 3 months that that God, thank you, Source, is giving you to clean this up. Yo no sé. 2 cards. Thank you. Thank you. The bottom of the deck is faith. Miraculously, amazingly, everything I need always comes. Love is opening me to receive anything beyond anything I imagine, even healing my childhood wounds. I just feel like it just seems so far-fetched, or I'm not like other people. I didn't live the same life other people. I didn't have the same childhood or love that other people had. But if you just have faith that you can heal and that your life can be better, it doesn't have to be a reflection of what your mom or your dad or your grandmom or your uncle or whoever raised you. You know what I'm saying? You have extraordinary. There's a wild and impetuous uniqueness that you deserves. There's a wild and impetuous uniqueness to you that deserves to be honored. So, yeah, you're not a reflection of... You can decide to be a reflection of your parents, but there's something unique about you in your bloodline that deserves to be honored if you give yourself the opportunity. Ease. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. So whatever it is that you are looking for to be able to clear up this situation in your love life, just open your heart to and have the faith that it's easy for this situation to be cleared if you hand it over to God. Just let it go. Let go of these old ways, okay? I hope that this was able to give you some clarity and some insight to your love life. Thank you all for stopping by and lending me your time, your energy, and your insight. Don't forget to like the video, share with your friends, family, and loved ones, and subscribe to the channel. To those that have already subscribed, thank you so much. My heart to your heart. Those that haven't, I welcome you into the family, so don't forget to hit the subscribed button. Thank you all for stopping by. I truly appreciate you. Peace, prosperity, protection, and paradise. Namaste.